Huh? Yeah. Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you Hakim out there, sincerely doing the work of the hopeful elect. Alright, so we back here again, Lord willing, with a lesson to edify the elect of the nation of Israel. And as you brothers see in the title, you know, we're going to get into America is Babylon, alright? And Babylon is America, according to the scriptures. So, first scripture I want is Revelation 18, and start at the top.
This is Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, and this is after the nuclear holocaust that's going to take place on the shores of America, right? And the reason why Babylon is called America is because the word Babel means confusion in the Hebrew, all right? And the word confusion itself, when you break it down, it means mixed with or mixed together. All right, America is a giant melting pot with all types of philosophies, religions, ways of life, customs, beliefs, etc. Everything is all bundled up into one continent, all right? And this is where we living at, called America. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 3, For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right. Now, all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, which is the philosophies and taking on the democracies of America, right? All the ways and the customs. And there's a few key points that we're going to read on down, which is going to indicate solely that America has to be Babylon the Great. And it is Babylon the Great, man. All right, and virgin daughter Babylon the Great, because, yeah, I'm going to pull it up. Go ahead, read on.
And it says, And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right, now, what's her sins, all right? Because America have broken every law, statute, and commandment that the Most High have in the scriptures, man. You know, everything under the sun, Esau, you know, here, Esau done broke it, man. All right, go ahead.
And it says, verse 5, For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities.
Go ahead.
Verse 6, Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Right, now what's the works and what's the recompense that's talking about? You know, what's the works that's talking about? Isn't this the land of the slaves and home of the captured? You know, America is not this land built off of the bloodshed of the Native American Indians and the so-called, you know, American Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites. This is that land. All right, and the Most High has a great recompense coming to this land. All right, because of all the violence, go ahead.
And it says, And the cup which she had filled to her double.
Which the cup is talking about slavery. Now, if you know the scriptures, you know that the scriptures, when it refer to the cup, is talking about the cup of slavery. All right, so the scripture said we're gonna fill unto her cup, the cup that she filled, which this land put enslaved the Israelites, man. So in return, this land is gonna have to be enslaved. Which I'm not talking about the land. The inhabitants are the one who possess the land, which are the Edomites. Go ahead.
It says, How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen slot, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Yeah, now when you, like the Apostle Bar brought out, when you look up the word queen, it means a harlot or a whore. All right, now America is that whore. All right, what does a whore does? A whore sleeps around. Okay, a whore might say she's dealing with one person, but in all actuality, she's dealing with multiple men. All right, now America does not have just one ally. America's sleeping around with all different nations and tongues and kingdoms. All right, calling them all allies, man. You know, go ahead.
It says, Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire.
Yeah, now America, that's talking about America. America's gonna be utterly burned with fire. All right, where's the tension on? The tension of this World War III that's about to happen is focused on America, man. All right, it's focused on these different countries across seas. All right, but America is that number one character in this whole this whole rumors of wars and wars that's being stirred up. Go ahead.
Verse 9, And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Okay.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Now why is get up somebody get Revelation 11 and 13. Now why these kings gonna do that? Why they gonna wail her? Because these same people are the same ones that partook in getting rich with this land. Alright? America is the #1 importers, who get things imported from different countries. And I pulled that up. Let me just pull this little article that I found, right? Now this is a list of countries by imports. And this is a list of countries by merchandise based on a book, The World Fact Book. Alright, now coming in at #1 for the year 2016 is the United States of America, which spent $2,205,000,000,000 just that 1 year in just imports alone. Forget about the stuff that was made in America and that they sent out. This is all the things that they bought. And coming in second, which was China, which came in half of that amount of money, which is $1 trillion. So America alone just spent $2 trillion, $2.5 trillion importing stuff, getting things imported from these other countries, man. That's why these nations are gonna, mourn and bewail when America is destroyed. Because the scripture is telling you that. Read on 10 again. 9. Read verse 9.
Verse 9. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her.
That's how they live deliciously with her, man. Spending, selling, trading. Okay? Now, who's the #1 importer? You could look it up, man. The #1 importer, the #1 country that's big on importing and getting merchandise imported to them would be America. All right, that's why these countries are gonna wail. The countries are not gonna wail because Rome, all right, is not trading with them no more. Rome is not big on trade, man. Okay.
Another point that I had on, brother. Now, America, we all know, has been shipping out their businesses to other countries, which is another clear-cut indication that they are going out of business. So if all your businesses like Ford and GM, all these companies are leaving America and going somewhere else, that means that you're not importing nothing. Not exporting nothing. All you're doing is importing. You're selling out the business because you get cheaper labor when you go to another country. Because when you call up your cable company, you hear somebody from freaking the Philippines. What happened to the American business that was going over here? Because everything is being pushed out, and they just taking it in, proving what America is that Babylon that the brother's speaking about, man. Okay, that was it.
Go ahead, read that again.
It says, And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
Yeah, go ahead.
Standing afar off for the fear of her.
Now, standing afar off, meaning from a great distance, all right, the nation are going to see the torment of America, man. Okay, from way across the pond, are these nations going to see America being destroyed? By thermonuclear destruction, and it's going to be seen because it's going to be a great destruction. It's going to be a lot of fire. The whole 10th part, which we're going to get that too. Go ahead.
It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right, so that great city Babylon. Now get Revelation 11 real fast and 13.
This is Revelations 11 verse 13. And in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell.
Now that same city is talking about the great city Babylon. All right, and the 10th part, if you don't believe that it's talking about Babylon, aka America, just Google America being broken up into 10 pieces, 10 parts. All right, because I Googled it, I looked it up, which these are things that we've been taught already, but for further edification, brothers that are watching, look it up. America divided into, now the minute you put that into Google, automatically 10 parts are going to show up. And matter of fact, let me pull that up because let me read this. This is another article I pulled up. The United States of America officially abolished the individual states in 1972. Now that's talking about the whole 50 states that we have, etc. Right? Everyone is individual, but now everything is grouped into 10 different pieces. all right, which is the FEMA, which is also classified by the FEMA regions, okay, in which we also have our zip codes. You know, when you dial over here in New York is 1, over here in the East Coast is 1, you know, 1718, 1917, etc. All right, and over there in let's say what Cali is 9, right? Like remember 90210 and all that crazy shit, you know?
Connecticut is 0.
Okay, well CT 0. Now you have 0 through 9. All right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. All right, so that's the 10 parts that it was divided. That it was divided in. That's why the scriptures tell you. Read that again.
Con. This is Revelations 13. Salaki, 11. Revelations 11 verse 13. And in the same hour was there a great earthquake.
The great earthquake is talking about the missiles. When the earth is going to rock to and fro, it's going to be because of the missiles. So that same hour is going to happen when all the missiles shot over here in America. It's going to be a great earthquake. Now, 200 million missiles is more than enough to destroy America. Why would, the Most High is not going to create 200 million missiles to destroy over the Vatican City. You only take one nuke to destroy that fucking place, man. You know, 200 million missiles is going to cleanly wipe away this land called America, man. Yeah?
That's right. And in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell.
Now, how and where and why and who and etc. whatever is the Vatican City or Rome divided into 10 parts? It's not. All right, it's not. Not just because it don't say so in scriptures. It don't say so in anything, man. You know? Yeah. Matter of fact, let me read this first before you continue, brother. This is the same article says President Nixon executed executive order quietly recognized the United States 50 individual states with a 10-region plan. The implementation of this regional plans await only the right moment in world history and the right set of crises. Now we know that the world history is all in the Bible. Every major thing that happened in the world is in the Bible. All right, now this was written over 2,000 years ago, and it came into play in 1972. All right, by President Nixon. Yeah? No, matter of fact, I was reading. Hold on, excuse me. It says, let me read down. Now it shows you a map. You brothers ain't gonna be able to see it. The camera's too far, but it shows you a map in the 10 different parts in which the United States is divided. And it says the above map shows the 10 regions under which the United States has actually been operating since 1972. So since 72, we've been classified, or this country has been classified as 10 regions. All right, we say 50 states, but really, systematically, it's 10 regions. All right, and that's how it was set up. Okay, why? Because to divide and conquer. All right, because the more states you have, is the more division you're gonna have, man. But if you have everything come together as one, okay, it's more order. Just like why Esau is trying to fulfill his new world order, have all these nations and different kings and etc. come to be one nation. That's for the New World Order purpose. That's for total control. That's why the regions, the United States was broken down into 10 pieces. Yeah? Excuse me, I'm reading. It says, the 10 regions are administrative units of the United Nations. All the people of the United States, including Hawaii and Alaska, were placed under the control of the above 10 regions. Hawaii was placed under the control region 10, and Alaska was placed, 9, and Alaska was placed under 10. All right, now again, when certain things happen, like let's say there's a power outage or certain grids, all right, certain grids and different dams that gives electricity and power to certain parts of this continent, that's broken up into regions, man. So if let's say for example, we feel it over here in New York, the New Jersey's gonna feel it. All right, Connecticut is a different region. They're gonna feel theirs along with Rhode Island and Boston, Massachusetts. All right, same thing with over there in Texas. Texas is gonna feel it along with Arizona and everything that's around them. All right, but that was the point. But go ahead.
Okay, Con. This is Revelations 11 verse 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell.
Mm-hmm. And the 10th part of the city fell. Because remember, America is broken down into 10 different regions. So that means that every single regional section of this country is going to be destroyed. All right, Esau broke it down to 10 regional areas back in 1972. All right, now the scriptures were already prophesied that 2,000 years ago. Yeah?
And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000.
Right, which is a complete number. Because in that great earthquake, which that great earthquake is going to be by the way of thermonuclear fire. So in that fire, okay, that great earthquake, that noise that's going to hit this land is going to be slain 7,000 men, which is a complete number. All right, 7 represents completion. So that means every last individual that's on the shores of America when the missiles drop are going to be put to death. Go ahead.
And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High.
Now the remnant is the elect. The elect is going to be frightened, all right, and give glory unto the Most High, man. You know, there's a lot of scriptures that on all points, you know, this is just crazy that you gotta break it down like that, but you know it have to be done. You know, because you got a lot of heresies out there and people straying away from the truth. You know, and we gotta always remember that we got a lot of new brothers coming in daily. You know, who we gotta set the record straight for, man.
Yeah.
We do this for them. You know, we do this for the body of the elect, but you got devils out there that's trying to do otherwise, man. You know, that was it, right?
Con.
All right, go back to and if y'all brothers got anything, go ahead. But if you go back to Revelation.
I got a precept.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in.
Go ahead,
Alright.
bro.
Now we know the word Babylon means confusion. All right. It's from the Hebrew word babal, and the word lawn at the end of that word means land. So Babylon literally means land of confusion. That's America. All right. Now when you go into the blue letter, the Hebrew word for confusion is thahawa. Not thawa like in Ezekiel 9 and 4. It's thahawa. All right. And what it means is formlessness, confusion, unreality, emptiness, formlessness, nothingness, empty space. That's what America is going to be. All right? The only thing that's going to happen in America is going to be these desert creatures, man. Okay? It says here, that which is empty or unreal. It reads, of idols. And this place, they give you what in your constitution? The freedom of so-called religion. So a person or a nation or a creed is free to pursue whatever so-called religion they wish. That's called idolatry. Okay? When you go into the Apocrypha, it tells you that, right, it tells you that the forming of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication or spiritual adultery. Okay? Going against your creator, the Most High. All right. It says wasteland, wilderness, a solitary place. And America is going to be a solitary place because after America is blown off the face of the earth, no other nation that ever came into existence is ever going to set foot on this land again. It's going to be left as a memorial on how not to be. That's what America is going to be. It's going to be a solitary place. It says a place of chaos. And America is getting ready to be a place of chaos. Okay? Chaos is pretty much unrest. Okay? You see? It's without peace. And it also says down here, vanity. And is America not a place full of vanity? You know? You see, like the brother was going into the show earlier, the LBGT community. Alright? That's all vanity, man. Alright? And wickedness. You see? Let's see what it says in the lexicon. In the lexicon it says wasteness, that which is wasted, laid waste. It says hence a desert. It says destruction, a desolated city, emptiness, vanity, something vain. And those are all words that describe America, man. It's a vain place, man. It's going to be a place that's emptied, man. All right? So I'll read the scripture one more time. Isaiah 24 and 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. So when that time comes, man, this whole place is going to be destroyed, man. And those houses that you once dwelt in are going to be broken down, man, that no man may come in. You see? So that was on that.
I got a precept.
Yeah.
Okay, Con, this is Jeremiah 51, verse 6. Flee out.
Hold on, don't get that yet. Let him finish that first. That's a good chapter. Yeah, brother, finish that first.
Revelation 18 and I'm sorry, 10. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right. So when we read Revelation 11 and 13, we should have already established that that city is talking about America, Babylon the Great, the same city, right? Because in 1 hour, the earthquake, and it says in 1 hour that judgment. So it's got to be talking about the same city. Okay, go ahead.
And it says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Now those merchants are gonna be crying, man. China's gonna be crying because America ain't gonna be buying them Jordans no more, man. You know, China's gonna be crying, man. You know, how does that apply to, you know, anywhere else? Rome, Vatican. No, America's that #1 importer. Everything that we got, everything I'm wearing right now, everything anybody in here is wearing right now, it's from another country, man. Whether it be them leather coats, them nice leather coats, it's from Pakistan and shit like that, man. Just look at the tag. Your sneakers, Vietnam, Indonesia and shit like that, man. Not one of them. You rarely gonna see anything that say made in USA. Matter of fact, you ain't gonna see nothing that said made in Rome. You know? It's not, hey man, Babylon the Great is America. Alright, the #1 consumer. Look at the American people. What was it? 2 days ago was Black Friday.
Yeah, they went crazy.
How much money you think was spent just in that 12 hours, man? And that ain't over yet because you got this week, Monday through Friday coming up. It's gonna be Cyber Week, man. Cyber Monday. And a lot of people gonna be looking to buy new shit, man. You know, for some brothers, honestly, who need certain shit, this is a good opportunity to get certain shit.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. I need a few things. I might end up buying some shit, man. You know? Hey, man, America's Babylon the Great, all right? And all these nations that are going to weep for the torment of a burning is because they can't make no more money. They can't make no more money. They can't sell all, because I work over there close to the docks right now, man. And every morning I see big ass ships carrying at least 300 different containers, all right? Them trucks be traveling with, them 18-wheelers, them big containers. Every single morning, I see new ships coming in. New ships coming in. They leaving empty, man. Where do you think those ships are coming from? Those ships are coming from overseas. Okay? Now, what's gonna happen when China, Pakistan, Afghanistan can't send their stuff anymore? Who else is gonna buy their shit? Who else is gonna buy it? Nobody. Go ahead.
It says, the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet.
Right, now it says gold, silver, etc., etc. Now we know a lot of those gold come over there from the continent of Africa, man. Gold and diamonds and silvers and stuff like that. You know, they mining for that out there, man. You know, now them Esau's over there, but Esau took over that, but Esau still got to get those stuff shipped back over here.
Yeah.
You know, but with America's destroyed, how they gonna make their money? They not. Go ahead.
It says, and of scarlet and fine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
Horses and chariots. Come on, man. Now, yeah, cars. Now, another thing too, them same containers, I always ask myself, I be looking at that shit when I'm working, I'm like, damn, I wonder how much, what's these fancy cars, Bugattis and all that crazy shit, Lamborghinis they got inside that shit, man. You know, ready to ship it to the dealerships. Because those come from Italy, man. Those aren't manufactured here in America. Now, the American companies, they buy it, they spend all them billions of dollars, send it to their Swiss bank accounts, and then when they receive it over in Italy, they send their cars over, man. Now America take it and flip it. You know?
That's where most of the countries make most of their money from. Because America taking like the value of diamonds is high up over here because that's what the Jews did. They corner the market, make a worthless stone, which is made out of abundance, and they sell them the main thing here in America. That's why you have those commercials when your best friend, you gotta give a girl a diamond ring. Why do you think they do that for? Because people out here will buy that shit. They'll spend all that money. In other countries, they won't spend that much money for those products that the brother's saying. A lot of those products that is being said, those countries already have them. So they don't need to be shipped over there because they already have it. It's natural. But the place that don't have all the natural resources that it needs is America.
Yep. And the scripture tell you, and she had live abundantly. Now America living above their means.
Yes,
Let's get that shit straight. They're living above their means. The things that people want in these days and time is more than just necessities, man. You know, like you saying, that's not relevant. How the fuck is a diamond relevant? You know, how the hell is half of these things that's being imported to America relevant to the daily needs of the average American citizen? It's not relevant, man.
It's vanity.
You know, like the brother said, and you broke that down earlier. Babylon really it basically means vanity, man. Along with confusion, it means vanity, man. It's vain. Vain means empty, man. It's to no value.
That's why they got something called Hollywood.
Yeah.
You go into the word Hollywood, it means hollow wood. All right, you know what hollow wood is? It's something with nothing in it, man. It's just a shell with nothing's in it, man. Which is what these people are. You just a shell with nothing in you, man.
Right,
That's why you do materialistic shit to make you look relevant.
and that's bad. You said that too, bro, because Hollywood does make you vain.
Yeah.
You know, why you think half these people in America and even across the world are vain because of what they see in Hollywood?
Yeah.
You know, niggas go out their way to spend all their money just to dress like a guy who have the money to afford the shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing for him to buy it, but then you taking all your money, your rent money, this money, that money, just to try to look like this nigga. Now you assed out. Because you're trying to look like somebody in Hollywood. That's vanity. That's emptiness, man. You know? Like the brother said, that's hollow wood, man. It's nothing.
You supposed to cast a spell on everybody, man.
That's right. That's right, man. Go ahead.
And the fruits of that thy soul lusted
Matter of
after.
fact, no. Read up where it says in chariots again.
Oh, sorry. This is verse 13. And cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
And slaves and souls of men. Now this applies to going back during the time of this whole transatlantic slave trade, man. You know, because Babylon was still Babylon back then too.
Yeah.
Okay, now where and when did slaves and souls of men being shipped and exported, you know, on a major wide scale anywhere else in this world? No. The only place that happened was here in America, man. The souls of men, slaves. Alright, all the slaves from the Israelites, all slaves came over here to serve. Alright, to serve hardcore bondage. Okay, Deuteronomy 20 and 68. You know, like, the scriptures tell you that we shall go into Egypt again. But then you got scriptures where Egypt is compared to Babylon. Babylon is compared to Sodom, etc., etc. Yeah. They all tie in with each other, man. Yeah. So if Babylon ain't America, that means Egypt ain't America, man. And I think you said that before the camera came on. You know, if Babylon ain't America, then Egypt ain't America. If Egypt ain't America, then Sodom ain't America either, man. Which is a damn lie. You see where one slip could take you? Yeah.
And it says, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all.
When you said the fruits and stuff, because you have to understand, you have certain seasons where fruits can come out. But only here in America, you can get fruits from all over the fucking world at every time, every season.
Yeah.
That's really unheard of, man. You can find things that's manufactured from other countries here that are out of season here in America, but you could get it still.
Genetically modified. That's
well, you know, that's one thing. But before
that was Esau's answer to the problem.
That was the major.
That's GMO.
That's why you got it. That's why you got it now.
But back in the day, you would find things relevant.
Yeah,
I think
Apple was one of them. Yeah. Apple don't grow year round in America.
No, it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't. Certain cherries don't grow around all season. Mangoes don't grow all season. But yeah, you still can find it. Yeah. You still can find them. Because why? It's an abundance here in America. They got Monsanto, since he said GMOs, which they ship a lot of their product in India, because that's where most of the rice is at.
Mhm.
Now, where you get most of the rice from now today? India. Where Monsanto set up shop. So it's right there in your face. Everywhere you go, he has put his hand into it, and he ships it right back here to the States. And thinking that you eat something from a foreign country, but you eat bullshit, man. Okay? So you can get everything that you want here. So these people live deliciously. They can take a bite out of an apple. Oh, this don't taste that good, and throw it on the floor. But people in other countries are starving to death, man.
Hey, and it's
Alright.
with one click of a button, man.
With one click of a
You want
button.
anything, you just go online right now.
Uber Eats.
You know? Yeah, Uber Eats. There you go.
Uber Eats. They'll come right in front of your door. You could go grocery shopping.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about across the street, man. I'm talking about out of the country,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You go online, you can
Oh, yeah.
order something right now on Amazon coming from UK.
Yeah.
Or on eBay. Somebody will send you something from the UK.
Yeah.
You know, or Spain, or you know, one of these different places, man. You know? No other place in the world does it as big as America does, man. You know, you ain't gonna often find somebody from China ordering something from the United States of America. You know, because what do we have that they don't have? Everything we got it from them. Or anybody that's even closer to them. You know? Yeah, good. 15.
It says, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
Yeah, read on.
For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught.
Yup, there go that hour again, man. And at that same hour was there a great earthquake back in Revelation 11 and 13. That same hour, this talking about this great destruction that's gonna happen. All right, that great with that 1 hour, all this riches, everything that was ever gotten by this wicked kingdom is gonna come to nothing. Go ahead.
And it says, and saying, Alas, alas, no, Psalm 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
Now hold on. Who trades by sea? Rome, Vatican don't get nothing by sea, man. They don't get nothing by sea. Rome don't get nothing by sea. Anywhere over there in the western, in the eastern part of the world, they don't get much of nothing by sea. Now the only kingdom or nation that gets things by sea is over here in the Western Hemisphere, man. The United States of America. All right, you don't need a ship to go from China to Rome. All right, you don't need a ship from Afghanistan to Rome. Okay, you don't need that, but you need a ship to get across the world. All right, so all these shipmasters, which proves that this is going to be a destruction from one part of the world, and then the people from the other part of the world are going to be looking at it, man. You know, it's not going to be Americans are not going to be fucking standing up looking at the destruction of what's going on in the Vatican, man.
Gonna be getting destroyed. That's what they're
You know?
doing.
That's exactly what they're going to be doing, man. You know? All these wicked ass faggots, sodomite motherfuckers, you told me they're going to be remained alive? Talking about, woo, thank God it ain't me.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Most High's going to destroy this goddamn place, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Can I say something real quick too? Because going back during the Tower of Babel, Babel means confusion because all these different nations got together because they spoke the same language, and the Lord confounded the languages. And look at America, all these different 18 nations that He brought here in America. You know,
That's right. You know, this is another proof that America is Babylon,
I
man.
got a precept.
You know? Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 28 and 13. Thou wast bidden Eden, the garden of the Most High. Every precious stone was thy covering, the sardis, topaz, and the diamond, the beryl, the onyx, and the jasper, the sapphire, the emerald, and the carbuncle, and gold, the workship of thy tabrets.
Hey, that's a spirit. Select it. That's a spirit because those same stones that you read represents Israel, man. You know? Them same stones represent Israel, man. And that's scripture's talking about Babylon, man.
That's talking about, yeah,
You know?
that's talking about Esau, man. Because Esau put his hand on all the riches of the earth, man. He has all the riches of the earth. That's why I want to tell you in Job, that which thou hast swallowed down, you shall vomit up. So all the riches that you've stolen throughout the whole earth, they say they got gold in Fort Knox. First of all, ain't no gold in Fort Knox, all right? you at least got the gold somewhere. Whatever they got it, they gonna vomit it up, man. And all these precious stones. Because it say we shall do what? They shall bring the forces of the Gentiles unto us. So all that stuff they got, they didn't stole all this stuff. They talk about first. They talk about the sapphire, right? They talk about the sapphire. Don't you know over there in Sri Lanka? Sri Lanka is known for what's known as the Cleon sapphire. All right. The previous name of Sri Lanka was Cleon. Okay, and they're known for not producing, I should say, the most beautiful and rare sapphires come from Sri Lanka. This man, you can find that over here in America. But they go over there and then bidding for it and whatnot. No, they go over there, they make some proxy war, whatever have you. All right, to do what? To take the natural resources of the land. Because why? Because that's his nature. All right, he's the devil, man. That's right. It says the workmanship of the tabrets and of the pipes was prepared indeed in the day that thou was created. They got all these different patriotic songs about America. You see what I'm saying, man? These devils create something out of nothing pretty much by stealing it. All right, because this land was never yours, man. This land was never yours. All right. It says, "Thou art the anointed cherub that covereth," which the word cherub means mighty one. The Most High set you up to be a mighty one. How are you the mighty one? Because you're the whipping stick of the Lord. When you go in, what's that? Psalm 17? Is it 15? 17, 13 to tell you that deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So you're the sword of the Lord. The Lord made you as a cherub, a mighty one. All right?
We said it's anointed, right?
Yeah.
Blessed. So that shows you that the Lord created him. That's his blessing.
That is his blessing. He's anointed to be a mighty one of the Lord for a particular time, man. All right? Motherfucker, you could be mighty on the right hand side, you could be mighty on the left hand side.
Yeah.
All right? Tell me Satan ain't mighty. All right? Satan can do stuff. Satan ain't nothing but one of the sons of the Most High. All right? It says, and I have set thee so. So the Lord set you up to do that. The Lord said, look, I have set thee so. You didn't do it by yourself. You ain't do shit. You know, anything you accomplish is because the Lord let you do it. When you go to the book of John, I believe it's the 3rd chapter, it tells you what did John say? All right? He said a man could receive nothing lest it be given him from heaven, man. So you receive power from the Most High, man, for a period of time. It reads on, thou was upon the holy mountain of the Most High. Now you was upon the holy mountain of the Most High. You on there right now. You over there in Israel. You got these damn kites over there in Israel, you know, setting up shop in our land. And here it is, you over here got your foot on the next of the mountain of the Most High.
Yeah.
When I say mountain, I'm talking about the governing body. You see, you put hell on us, man. It says, thou hast walked up and down in the midst of the stones of fire. Man, these damn devils are going every damn way. They're going everywhere, man. You know, pretty much ain't a place on earth you ain't gonna go and notice these damn devils, man. Among some of the pygmies of Africa, down there in South Africa, you know, Australia, places these devils ain't supposed to be. You say you keep a night at home. You don't stay where you're supposed to be, man.
I appreciate it. Isaiah 10 and 13. For he saith, by the strength of my hand have I done it.
That's Esau, man. You glorifying yourself, man. That proves he has no understanding. Any man of understanding know that the Most High does everything upon earth, man. All right. And once you got that level of understanding, man, your mind is open up to a whole different form of spirituality, man. All right. Once you know the Lord does everything, so Esau is really not. He's really not a spiritual man. He's vain, man. You read that again?
Right. Isaiah 13 and 10. For he saith, by the strength of my hand have I done it.
Look what I did. You ain't do shit. The Most High did it.
And by my wisdom, for I am prudent.
So yeah, now you got wisdom. Here it is. You use from the wisdom. When you go to Job 30 and tell you was in the caves and you prayed amongst each other, and you was eating juniper roots and cut up your mallows by the bushes, but now all of a sudden you've done it by your wisdom. No. At certain times you're doing something, and you know, you be us brothers in the truth, you doing something, and you know, the Spirit put it on you to do this, you're like, oh shit, that was the Lord, man. You notice it that it was the Lord. But these devils are saying by his wisdom he's done it. You ain't do shit. You ain't do nothing, man. The Most High did it.
It says, and I have removed the bounds of the people, and have robbed their treasures, and I have put down their inhabitants like a violent man.
Yeah, because the Lord allowed you to do that. Because the scripture tell you one people shall be stronger than another. Alright? So the Lord had to put the Spirit on you to do that. To do what? To shame us. Alright? Which is all a part of confusion. Did not Solomon say, look, I have seen under the heavens as there was an error upon earth? What's an error? Confusion, is it not? Alright? Servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
It says, and my hand have found as a nest the riches of the people.
Yeah, you ain't find shit. You stole it, man. You stole it. That's what you did.
And as one gathers eggs that are left, and I have gathered all the earth, and there was none.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. You have a nest full of eggs. I'm just using that as an analogy. That's not just talking about a nest, you know. That's talking about, you know, that's an analogy, you know. So say here it is. You find a nest like an eagle's nest, and the mother eagle ain't there no more, man. All right, you think if the mother eagle was there, you'd go ahead and take them eggs, man? You wouldn't do shit, man. All right, the eagle with them talents, they'll F your ass up, man.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's what you did to the Native Americans, the men that go hunt. All right, and what you do? You say you gonna say that?
Yeah.
Or go ahead and say it.
No, you know, you use the Gatling gun, you know what I'm saying, on the women and the children. You know what I'm saying, with the men, you know, when they get buffalo, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's how he do. He just moved on the snake tip, like a little snake. The snake that he is, man. You know what I'm saying? Poisoning or the Native Americans, smallpox and all that. That's how this devil moves, man. You know, cover the fields like it says in the Bible. You know, take inheritance from the people, our people, really. You know, you better bet.
And there was none that moved the wing or opened the mouth or peeped.
Yeah, because at one particular time, no man could do nothing. I tell you, this is he dropped it. He make it fire come from heaven in the sight of all the nations. So all nations at one point was like in fear of Esau. But now, ain't nobody Esau no more, man. All these nations are coming up against you, man.
Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith?
And who's hewing with you, man? The Lord said, the wicked, which is thy sword. All right? So, the Lord is the one that's swinging you and making you do this and do that. Just like you could swing something to perform a certain act, you could swing it and throw it up against crash it up against a concrete wall to destroy it, man.
Or shall the sword magnify itself against him that shaketh it?
And that's the Lord. The Lord is doing that. The Lord is using you. The Lord is using you to do a specific work, and when that work is done, you dump it, man. You dump it out. You throw it in the trash. You disposable.
Yeah.
You got disposable plates, disposable cups, disposable forks, you know, spoons, knives. That's all you are, man. You disposable, man.
As if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as the staff should lift up itself as if it were no wood. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts, set among his fat ones leniency.
Yeah, your fat ones are your elites. They're gonna go broke in a day. All right, all them trillions of dollars they're worth and that they have, man. All them gold and riches. We just read about how they got all these different precious stones, man. All of that, they're gonna go broke in one day. All right, in a day.
And under his glory he shall kindle a burning like the burning of a fire.
And that's talking about the nuclear missiles, man. And your glory is really your infrastructure, America, man. The glory of kingdoms. You read that in Revelation 18. All right. So how could that not be talking about Babylon, man?
Yeah. Oh, just another thing that you just said, that is the keen in the air. What country that you know that the Bible is speaking about that's going to be destroyed by fire? Only Babylon. Right? Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon. Is Iraq getting burnt up by nuclear fire?
That's
No.
what Babylon was at.
That's what ancient Babylon was at. But the new Babylon has to be America. Because everybody's pointing missiles at America.
And they got, first of all, they got a place in America known as Babylon. They got mad places in America
Yeah.
known as Babylon.
Yeah, Long Island.
When you take the Long Island Railroad,
Yep.
Babylon.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up with that? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, which one is it? No, which one is it, man?
Yeah, come.
Is that it, or where is it at? Is Long Island only gonna get destroyed? That place? And
These people, I don't know. That was it.
Drop that, brother. Go to Isaiah 47. Where we got it?
It's Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Right. The scriptures tell you come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Dust represents confusion, right? And the reason why it's called virgin daughter of Babylon, because virgin meaning one that's never been touched. All right, now America haven't been touched. Now, you know, I don't have my phone, but I looked it up earlier. What was it? Wars that took wars that took place wars that took place in the United States. Now everything that popped up, wars that took place in the United States. Everything that popped up was civil wars, basically wars that happened within the United States. It was never foreign attacks. All right, so in other words, it was the Civil War, the American Revolution, and there was a few other wars. But then when you look at wars that took place in Rome, you see a whole list of wars of foreign invaders. All right, there's a whole, I forgot, because it's on my phone. I think it was Punic War 1 and 2. You know,
the Battle of Thermopylae.
you know, but what? Those were all foreign invaders. Those weren't civil wars inside of Rome. Those were who also fucked Rome up at one point, man. Hannibal. All right, you know, excuse me, which was the Punic War. All right, you know, but America, all the wars that ever took place within his land were mostly civil wars and wars within the country, man.
Domestic
You know?
wars, pretty much.
Huh? Yeah, domestic wars.
Domesticated wars.
You know? So hey, virgin daughter of Babylon, one that haven't been touched. No man has ever touched, or no other nation has ever touched this land physically to do any harm with it, man. Okay, or to pop the cherry on this place. Yeah?
Back in Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne.
Which means to be brought low, because America's going to be brought down into ruins. The scriptures tell you, which there is no throne. Isn't Yahweh Shah, when he come back, he's going to take all thrones? When you read Daniel's what was the 7th chapter? You know, I beheld till all the thrones were cast down.
Yep.
Now the Most High is going to take away all these thrones, which represents the dominions and the rulership and the seats of these higher ups. All right, and that includes Babylon, man, America, man. Go ahead.
And it says, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, no more shall be called tender and delicate. Now America has the proudest army on the planet Earth. The weakest, but the proudest. When I say weakest, I'm talking about morally weak. You got faggots and transgenders joining the damn U.S. Army, the Marines, and all this other crazy shit, man. You know, so thou shalt no longer be called tender and delicate, because the average American will look at you like America is the most best place on this planet Earth. Nobody can touch it. It's untouchable. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the river.
That means to reveal and lift up the skirts on this wicked kingdom. Okay, and how is that happening? Matter of fact, if America wasn't Babylon, why is the prophets being raised up here in America?
Yeah.
If America is not Babylon, if Babylon is Rome or the Vatican, why the prophets wasn't raised up over there first? No, but the Most High had the prophets being raised up on this land, on this kingdom, all right, to let this kingdom know what's gonna happen before. You know, matter of fact, what's that scripture? The Jeremiah, the 28th chapter, I believe. You know, the prophets that have been before me prophesied against many kingdoms. Yeah, 28 and 8. You know, so the Most High set his prophets up in that particular area, in that particular land, wherein is going to be destroyed at, huh? And that's Babylon the Great.
And scriptures also
You
say
know?
we shall be try the neck of our enemies. The main place is America, the neck of our enemies, man. This is where all sources come from. This is where the great, because you have already turmoils all around the world already. You have places, Venezuela, Greece, all these other places, been chaotic scenes. But here in America, nothing happened. Because the Lord saving the best for last, man.
Yo. Yeah. That was it? No, it's all right. Go ahead.
Verse 3, Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, we doing the prophets from the apostles on down are doing that through the YouTube, man. All right, the brothers are revealing. But when we talk about the wickedness of Esau, we always connected with America, man. All right, through the scriptures, it's always connected. It's always in conjunction with the United States of America, being Babylon the Great, virgin daughter Babylon, man. All right, America's that #1 country that's being revealed. Yeah.
I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Why is that? Most High is gonna take vengeance on what happened here, man. All right, America is the most bloody city. When the scriptures tell you, woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robberies. Where do you think that's talking about? That's talking about right here in America, man. That's talking about Babylon. America is that bloody city. All right, this is the most bloodiest land on the face of the earth. All right, we're all bloodshed. This land is full of injustice, man. You know, there's no justice for the things and the iniquities that took place, you know, to our brothers, man, to our ancestors and to us. Yeah.
Verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Most High of hosts is his name.
Mm-hmm.
The Holy One of Israel.
And what's that? Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Right, Yahweh meaning he is, Yahweh Shai, he's the deliverer. All right, that's why he's also called the Redeemer. Because he's going to be the one to buy back the elect. All right, from the coming destruction, to give the elect salvation from the destruction that's going to happen here in America. All right, a.k.a. Babylon. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Sit thou silent.
You got, man, this is amazing because you got scholars that can tell you that America, Esau scholars, Edomite scholars, that tell you that America is Babylon, man. You know? Non-spiritual Edomites can tell you that America is Babylon just by using context clues. Clues within the scriptures and clues within history, man. You know, go ahead.
Isaiah 47 and...
But then you got niggas who just want to be rebellious, man. That's all it is. Niggas just want to be rebellious and come with their own doctrine, come with their own understanding, acting like... That's the problem, man. When you act like you know it all, that's when you show that you don't know shit. You know, but when you do it the other way around, you take in all information. That's when you really know stuff, man. But go ahead, bro.
Isaiah 45 and... Isaiah chapter 47 verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
The Lady of Kingdoms. Alright? Isn't not America the Lady of Kingdoms? Who you got sitting on between Staten Island and New York? I mean between Staten Island and Manhattan. You have the Lady Liberty. You know? The Lady Liberty, which Apostle Gabar did a video on her, you know, the other day, a couple of days ago. Matter of fact, 2 days ago. You know, Lady Liberty. Alright, which is supposed to be a symbol of liberty or freedom, you know, for America. You know? Okay?
Verse 6. I was wroth with my people, and I have polluted my inheritance.
Whoa, the Most High in the same sentence, alright, the Most High say he was wroth with his people. You know why? What does that have to do with Babylon? Where did we serve slavery? We serve slavery here in America. You know, we serve our sentence, our long, hardcore sentence, right here in the land of America, man. You know, being sold into slavery, being killed, being lynched, burned to death. Good.
And given them into thy hand.
Mm-hmm.
Thou didst show them no mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Now Esau didn't show no mercy to no Israelite, man. No Israelite. You know, now I forget who was speaking yesterday, but I think it was, you know, Captain Karab, man. You know, to the point we used to be worked to death, to the point where our muscles would literally tear away from our ligaments, man. Yeah. You know? Now you talk about time under tension, you know, or lactic acid being built up. You work so hard that you know that muscle feel like it's burning out, but you stop, you take a break, recover for a few seconds, and then you go back. But Esau didn't do that. Esau worked us to death. You know, till our ligaments, our muscles, our bodies just start to literally tear down and break down. Now imagine the ancient, which is the old men, the old women. You know who had to suffer, man? Yeah? Let me go with that.
Verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever,
Yeah.
so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Now that's the mind of a lady. A woman always thinks she's untouchable. A woman thinks she's pure, she's untouchable, she's delicate, nobody can touch her. She's always protected.
Especially
You know? Yeah, especially a pretty woman. Right? Like the brother said. Now America would be considered a pretty woman because it tells you about she have, lived deliciously. You know, she laden herself with all these riches. So America would be considered that, man. You know, which is the top whores, the pretty ones, everybody want a piece of that, man.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
And it says, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8.
Latter end of what? The punishments or the recompense that's gonna come back upon her. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures,
Mm-hmm.
that dwellest carelessly.
Now isn't America given into pleasures? When you turn the TV on, when you walk outside, when you read the news, when you do anything, it's straight up, it's all about pleasure. All about pleasure. Now, people, some people, you still got cable. People got cable TV. You go through the channel. It's all about pleasure. You got these reality shows. It's all about pleasure. Real Housewives of Hollywood and all this stupid shit, which, going back to the damn, I Love New York shit, going back like 7 years ago or some shit like that. That was all living into pleasures, man. Now the women in America, they live into pleasure. Now we're gonna liken the woman of America, the people of America to Babylon, because the people, or America itself, the people that's living here, they living carefree, getting government assistance, living basically for free. You got women out there that pay $70 for damn rent. A 2-bedroom apartment, they paying $70 because Section 8 is covering the other $1,500. And on top of that, they getting food stamps. On top of that, they getting WIC. Now, if they was ever married, they getting alimony. Now they got boyfriends, they getting money from them.
Child support.
And child support. Them other kids that they have for them other men, they getting all that too. So these women, don't let them fucking fool you, man. This ain't a conversation about women, but I'm gonna just let it be known. Don't let these women fool you, man. They all about the cheddar. They all about the money. All right, they got at least 10 different forms of income. All right,
And that box is one of them too.
there you go.
And that's the spirit of America, man.
Mhm.
That's the spirit of America. Cause I always say this when you read that scripture and talking about bare the leg. In the ancient world, women, you couldn't see a woman's leg, man.
Right.
You couldn't see nothing prerogative about
Like
it.
their face.
Not even their face. But here in America, you see their face, you can see their tits, they box, everything. You see everything because that represents America. That's the state of a woman here in America. It represents the whole goddamn place. Nothing but fucking whores, man. That's it.
It says, back in Isaiah chapter 47, verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, that thou art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Right, now that's America, man, to the T. All right, America is that place, that top place. The American Army can say that right there in a nutshell, man. I am, and there's none beside me. That's talking about the United States of America. That's talking about Babylon the Great. The pride of America. Okay, when you read into Obadiah, it should clearly explain to you that Esau is the so-called white man. Edom is the so-called white man, and his dwelling place, which is America, all right, is his habitation, which is going to be destroyed. Now, the only place that's constantly being reminded of being destroyed, without end, is talking about America, man. When you read the scriptures about America being destroyed or Babylon being destroyed, etc., it all ties into America and Babylon. That's it. Because America is going to be that only place on the planet Earth that's going to be destroyed and never again inhabited, man. Yeah?
And it says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah. What is that? Neither shall I know the loss of children. Like how you got these other wars going on in the Middle East, and then you got a whole village getting bombed, people dying, You know, nobody giving a damn, a damn about it. America don't think that way, man. They don't think, their whole city and villages could get sacked and all types of people could get all by the numbers and thousands and hundreds of thousands could get. They don't think that. They don't think that way, man. Don't the scriptures tell you that America is it's called the land of unwalled villages, no protection, no safety, no society, none of that, man. The unwalled villages, man.
The land of unwalled villages.
The land of unwalled villages. Yeah.
Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment in one day.
Yeah,
The loss of children and widowhood.
Loss of children and widowhood, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. Y'all want to say something?
Yeah, when you read that again? Sorry.
Isaiah 47 and 9. But these two things shall come to thee in one moment, in a moment in one day.
Yeah, these two things that you've been real proud about, that you got the greatest army, you got the greatest place. Because, Trump making a big deal about athletes not standing out for the national anthem because of that American pride. Then you got Esau saying, if you don't like it, leave. That's that American pride. So you got all that pride to think your army can't get defeated. You can do whatever you want, wherever you go. The Lord said in one moment, because the Lord's about to round up all his troops that's here in America, he's going to send their asses into the Middle East. So that's one, is your whole entire army. Two, the whole country's going out. Alright? So these two moments, these two things, okay? Because they talk about the American soldiers sending your sons and your daughters, they're concerned about them coming back in the box or not. They're about to not come back at all.
Yeah.
Their body's about to be bird food, man. Alright? By raptors, man. Raptors are predators that eat other birds, eat flesh, like vultures, cormorants, eagles. They about to be meals for them, man. Alright, read on.
And it says, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in the perfection.
In the perfection, man. The Lord's about to cook these fucking people up. Alright? No longer these animals gonna have to eat raw meat, man. He's about to give them the nice, good diet that they always wanted. Good cooked meat. And this cooked meat is gonna be captains, it's gonna be presidents, or senators, or your favorite athletes, okay? Actors, people that's in high positions, okay? They're gonna be enjoying that food, man. Read on.
For the multitude of thy sorceries.
Because like the brother said, the hollow wood. And that multiple sorceries is a spell that they put upon the whole entire world, bro. Yo, gay marriage now in Australia is official, man. They were celebrating that. Where did they get that idea from? Here. Alright? Here. They try to push that agenda in some places in Africa, but some of those Africans not having it, man. Well, probably our Jake right there, man. But where everything stems from, here, man. America is that network of evil, man. It's like, I gotta say it, it's like a hydra. That you got the one head and multiple talents all over the planet Earth. So everybody's drinking that American Kool-Aid, man. They drinking that madness, man. Okay? Because of what? The sorcery, man. Read on.
And it says, and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
For the great abundance. So that it's not something that you just did one time. It's something that keeps constantly beat down on people's heads. Alright? When you beat something down on people's head, it's programmed in their mind. This is how you gotta be. That's why everybody wants to get the latest, greatest car, man. You every year around Christmas time, you see a new car commercial and give you X amount of time to get a car. You don't have to pay 0 down interest, but after that, you have to pay a whole bunch of interest. Where do you get this idea from? So people they gotta get the latest car, gotta get the latest gear, gotta do this, gotta do that, because that's multiple sorcery, man.
That's right.
Okay, and another thing that they pushing hard now is being faggots and lesbians, man. That's what sorcery, bro. The television brings out demons, man.
Yeah.
That's sorcery. You know? Hey, even the infrastructure, the way if you go down to Manhattan, even in Brooklyn, we did a on location show. We walked, I forgot what street it was, this is all out in Brooklyn anyway, but it looked like a grove, man. The whole streets of Brooklyn look like a grove, meaning a tree here, a tree there, they overlap each other. Okay? The infrastructure, they got freaking demons all over the infrastructure because of the multiple of sorceries, man. You know?
The word government, I think it means will of the spirit, right?
No, will of the people. I forgot.
Mind
Yeah.
control.
Yeah, something like that.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 47 and
Whole
10.
Revelation 17 and 15.
And it says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness."
And that has trusted in our wickedness. Because you have to understand this formula that is going on has been going on for centuries, man. It's the same thing. That's why it says nothing new under the sun. So Esau sees certain things that work, and he constantly do it. So it repeats itself, man. You want to take somebody out, you assassinate him. You assassinate his character. You do this, you do that. That's America, man. America's known for doing that shit. But why everything stems from the pure essence of Babylon? Because that's where everything began. That's why the beginnings were all at, man. Hey, when you read Genesis, the 11th chapter, it tells you that there was a whole bunch of people in one place, man. Okay? A whole bunch of people. They all spoke one language. Here in America, what is the number one language everybody got to speak? English. If you don't speak English, you have a problem. You get treated like shit. Ask the foreigners, man. If their English is no good, people shit on them. If your English is superb, they'll let you slide. They'll just look at you because wherever you come from. So America has the same attitude, man. Everybody got to speak the same language, okay? And then at the same time, if you want the laws and everything's in Latin. This man's a devil, man. Read on.
And it says, I read from the top. "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me."
So here it is. They say God bless America, and all this wickedness that's coming out about America. They say none seeth them. Well, guess what? That part don't include no more. The Lord is exposing this damn place, man. To the whole entire world, the Lord is exposing this place. There's nothing no man can say or do. Everybody sees the bullshit of America, and everybody sees it. Yo, people that don't come, that's not from here, thought this place was paved in gold, man. Yeah. Literally, yo. They literally thought they were paved in gold. And there's another thing that they all look when they see a Jake, women will hold their purse, and these fucking other nations will get scared over a Jake. But where did they get that idea from? America, American movies.
That's right.
Hold on, Salaki, brother. Just to add to what you said the nations thought that America was paved in gold, but that's a spirit because the Lord said Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Yeah, and that's that delusion, man. All right, that I know you got it, brother. And somebody hold Ezekiel 30:24 and 9. Read on. Oh, you already did? Go get that real quick.
Ezekiel 24 and 9. "Therefore, thus saith the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, woe to the bloody city."
Well, what's the bloody city? We already give you the extension of the beginnings of America. And just to add what the brother has said, America was the last continent to be discovered, man. The last continent to be discovered, man. And boy, does it have a lot of blood in his hand. Okay? This is that bloody city. America was established over the slaughtering, the massacre of an indigenous people, man, which are Gadites, man, which are part of the nation of Israel. They slaughtered, like they said, over 70 million, man.
That's only 500 years.
That was only 500 years ago, man. All right, read on.
And it says, "I will even make the pile for a fire great."
And that's what the pile. When you about to, in the ancient world, when you about to set up your pot, you have to have a pile. You have to put the wood on top of it, and the wood is gonna do what? It's gonna heat up that pot, because you about to make a gumbo, right? Read on.
Verse 10. And it says, "Heap on wood, kindle the fire, consume the flesh, and spice it well."
And spice it well. So the Lord said, okay, we put some violence in here, slaughtering of his people, bringing his people here a cargo slave ship. So on top of all that, the slaughtering of them constantly, the oppression, Then you add other people, other factors, other nations to this pot. They all come. They came in for their liberty, for whatever they come from. Then they saying they the ones that built up America. They the ones that did that. They had to go and sign in what's that place going with cross from Statue of Liberty?
Oh, Jekyll Island?
Oh no, Ellis Island.
Ellis Island.
Ellis Island. They all signed in, and now they the American citizens. American citizens. They get all the glory. They don't know why they coming here for. They just coming here because it's an opportunity for them.
Yeah.
Then the other tribes came out from the Caribbeans and South America. Read on. The Lord's making a gumbo. The Lord made a gumbo.
Yeah.
All right, read on.
And it says, and let the bones be burned.
Keep going.
Verse 11. Then set it empty upon the coals thereof, that the brass of it may be hot, and may burn,
Keep going.
and that the
That's
filthiness-
attention. That's attention.
Yeah.
Everything is building up. When you about to make a gumbo or a soup or something, you don't drink it right away. You have to put the potatoes. You gotta put everything. You gotta put everything in there.
Yeah.
So you have to put the violence. You have to make mockery of everything. You gotta. Everything has to be built up. That's why there's so much tension, man. All right. The Lord is building that beautiful gumbo, man. You know?
And it says, I'll read back from the
No,
top.
keep going, bro.
Okay, yeah, it says, and that the filthiness of it may be molten in it, that the
filthiness.
scum,
The filthiness. Now the Lord said the filthiness. When you read up, it's talking about Babylon. But the ancient word Babylon didn't have this filthiness that it's talking about. All right, read on.
it says that the scum of it may be consumed.
Now the scum is the lowest form of anything, man. All right. That's when you hear somebody calling somebody a scum, calling you the lowest shit.
Yeah.
America's the most scumbag nation of the whole planet Earth. That's why people hate this place. Read on.
Verse 12, she had worried herself with lies, and made her great scum went not forth out of her.
The scum, the filthiness, the low down dirty shit that America has done has now went out of her. Matter of fact, it increased. When you don't cook, when you don't clean something right, you know what happens? The mildew builds up. Everything builds up. The scum is building up. Nobody's cleaning it up because they used to it as shit, man. But all they do, like they constantly do, they don't clean nothing up. They just put some shit on top of it. You know? Like, hey, when somebody's about to clean up their room, and then to get rid of all the dust, instead of picking up that dust right there, they'll put the shit right under the carpet.
Yeah.
That's filthiness, man. But that's America. All right, we don't.
And it says her scum shall be in the fire.
Her scum shall be in the fire. What fire is this talking about? Those ICBM nuclear missiles. That's what everything, all this filthiness is building up to, man. Hey, the scripture said that her iniquity have reached unto the heavens, man. All right, go ahead.
Verse 13, and thy filthiness is lewdness, because I have purged thee, and thou wast not purged.
And then on top of that was talking about Israel. All right, because the Lord's not gonna purge America. What does He give a damn about the place? America's about to be destroyed.
Right.
That's the only purging He's gonna get. Utterly burnt up with fire, man. How you gonna mock the Lord's chosen, make mockery of them, and then you expect the Lord to forgive you? Oh, I'm gonna let America slide. For all the hell no, man.
Served this purpose.
It served this purpose, and this purpose has been to be a prison camp for the nation of Israel, man. This place is hell for us, man. Yo, you got brothers that's young that got gray hair, man. Brothers that's young that's losing their hair.
Brothers in their teens with back problems.
Back problems, bro. Knee problems, bro. So you think this place is a safe haven for us? Hell no. There's a little bit more going.
And it says, thou shalt not be purged from thy filthiness any more, till I have caused my fury to rest upon thee. Verse 14. I, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, have spoken it.
And the Lord has spoken it. What the Lord has spoken about America, Babylon, that He's gonna utterly burn it up, man. Now give me a Revelation 17.
It's Revelation 17.
Isaiah 13 and 19.
It's Revelation 17, verse 15. And He said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples.
All peoples. That whore is talking about America. that sits upon many peoples, man. You can find every nation on under the heavens, places that you never heard of before, here in America. Just have a conversation with the average person, especially here in New York.
Yeah.
Especially here in New York. This is the capital of hell. All right? This place has every nation under the sun. You can imagine. Why bring them here? Something brought them here. They don't even know what bring them here. A lot of them came with the concept of, I could live a better life. Or I can have my children can have an education. They can live good. But when your children come up here, your daughters become whores, and your sons become faggots. They don't know that. Hey, I'm from Brooklyn, Flatbush area. And this brother can attest. You have people, West Indian women and men, come in with their children. They work 3 to 4 jobs, work crazy ass hours. Their little children grows up in the hood. They know their parents is gone all day. What they do in the house? They smoking weed, they having orgies, they doing a whole bunch of shit. They selling drugs, it becomes madness, man. And this hard-working West Indian person, probably a good person that you talk to, is going crazy because like, yo, what happened to my child? And that child wasn't born here, they was raised up here. And they lose their fucking mind. Why? Because they drink that Babylon juice, man.
That's right.
It's crazy, man. All right, you know?
That's right. And multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
And tongues. So every tongue that's possible, that's out there, you can speak Mandarin.
Yeah.
There's people that speak Mandarin out here. The East Indian Punjabis, okay? Spanish. People that from Spain, not your average Jake that can speak Spanish. People from Spain, French, all right? All of that. People from the islands of Hawaii they can speak that. You have all languages, man. Here in America, not in ancient Babylon or Iraq, which got bombarded by George Bush administration, man. Okay, that Babylon is gone, and Rome. Forget about it. It's not Rome. Slakia. Revelation 16. 16 and 13.
I got it right here. It's Revelation 16 verse 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of her mouth, out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
The 3 city-states. You got Washington, you got London, and you got Rome, which is the headquarters of the false prophet, the Catholic Church. In Rome, if you get arrested in Rome, you don't get persecuted for in Italy. You get persecuted there in Rome because it's a separate entity.
So it's own country.
It's his own country. They got their own police force. They got his own thing. Same thing with Washington. All right, Washington D.C. is the headquarters of the military branch, man.
Yeah.
Why do you think America spread? America spread so thin because the elite said, "Yo, you gonna go and do this and do that." And who's on top of all this? Where's the source of the more? In London. That's where the Rothschilds is at. And right there, I forgot the name. It's called the binary. It's the headquarters in Rome. It has all different time zones in the world. That's where all the stock markets, everything goes through there. So that proves right then and there that Rome is not Babylon. It can't be. It can't be.
Yeah.
It's talking about America. That sit upon everybody, man. Okay? Which a lot of people don't even understand that shit, man. But you know there's 3 city-states. Okay? That was it. Go back to Revelation 17.
Yes, come. This is Revelation 17, verse 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. Verse 16.
Yeah.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast,
which is the EU, NATO, all right? Which is another clue, because where is the UN established at? Right here in America. Right here in Manhattan.
Is that 42nd and 2nd Avenue?
Yeah.
It's up to 50 something.
It's in between. right here in America. Not nowhere else. Not in London. Not in Rome. Shit. Not nowhere else in Europe.
Yeah.
It's all here in America. Got the nerve to put the was it Isaiah the 2nd chapter they put up? That every man should take change their swords into plowshares
Yeah,
and so forth.
Yes.
Like that's the ultimate goal,
Yeah.
which is bullshit. Because the UN, when they go for a peacekeeping mission, they come with guns. They come to slaughter, man. They don't do nothing. Okay? And the EU, which is the European Union, is weak right now. Okay? First, the Brexit with London, Britain. Greece is all weak and shit. Now, there's certain parts of Spain they wanted to leave Spain. So it's all chaotic, man. Okay?
Con. Verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
And guess what? There's a reason why I let you read down. All those European nations that's part of the EU, NATO, okay? They all hate America. They all hate America. When America broke the treaty that Iran had to deal with all these other nations about what Donald Trump just recently did, saying that he's not respecting that the nuclear thing, they was pissed off because it was not a one-on-one deal. It was a multiple nations deal for them not to get their nuclear arms. So guess what? They hate America. A couple of years ago with the whole WikiLeaks shit, that they find out that America's spying on their own allies, man.
Yeah.
So they hate the whore. But there's gonna be a point when they say, you know what? Enough is enough. This place gotta fucking go. Alright, the Lord's gonna put the spirit in their mind to press that button, man. And then they're gonna be like shaking their hand, but they're still gonna do it because the Lord's gonna control them to press that goddamn button.
You gotta press the button and turn the key.
Yep.
There's a couple of things they gotta do.
And guess what? They're gonna establish that shit. And then when that's at that moment, they're gonna be sure in their mind. But like the scripture said, they're gonna be welded because it's like, oh shit, what done we done did? Alright? A little bit more.
Con. And shall make her desolate.
And make her desolate. Babylon the Great shall be desolate, man. America shall be desolate. If anybody don't understand that America is Babylon the Great, something really wrong with you, man.
Yeah, con.
Alright? Because it clearly says that this place is going to be desolate, man. And no other nation fits that prophecy that needs to be destroyed. Like America, man. There's a little bit more?
Yeah, and make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
And burn her with fire, man. Which is America's destiny, Isaiah.
This is Isaiah 13 and 19. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms.
The glory of kingdoms. What everybody looks to as the glory of kingdoms. It's America, man. God damn, how simple can you get? Everybody look, the greatest fashion that's out here in America, guess what? All around the world, they do the same damn thing, man.
Yeah.
You wear your hat tilt, guess what? You have gooks that's in China, have their hat tilt.
Yeah.
Where did you get that idea from, man?
That whole twerking thing with these black women out here twerking and all that shit. That shit was spread abroad, man. In a couple of months, a couple of years, that shit has become like a fucking religion, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Shit, you got in the Arab countries, in Saudi Arabia, they allow their women to drive cars. Where did they get that idea from?
Yeah.
They got women out there wearing jeans. Where did they get that idea from, man? Okay? So everybody look at this glorious place, America.
Yeah.
Look how everything is established. Look how great it is.
Yeah.
So, oh, freedom. I could do whatever I want. I could be whoever I want.
Yeah.
That's a glorious thing to this world, man.
Yeah.
That's the beacon of light to these
Yeah.
fucking people, man.
Yeah.
All right? You know what?
It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency.
And the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency. Because the Chaldeans were the Illuminati at their time. That was the Magi's at the time of the Egyptians. So that's why the scripture says that the cities of the rich man's, something to that extent, I can't remember now, but to the extent that the rich man's power is in the city.
Yes, the rich man's wealth is a strong city.
It's a strong city. What's the strongest city for the Rothschilds? America.
Yeah.
Okay? America's their strength, man. That's their goal. That's their milk. They go to get all their bread.
It's because they own all of us.
They own all. This is where they're gonna get their collateral from, man.
Yeah.
America's been for sale, man. All right, the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, was established in the 70s because America was for sale. Countries got the whip that, we dealing with these people, they don't got no gold, silver. All right, so they say, you know what? You can have a piece of this land, a piece of that land. So it's been for sale, man. But right now, the Rothschilds they taking all their money, they taking all their investments out of here. That's why all these little companies are moving offshore. Because something's bound to happen, man. Read on.
It says, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
And what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, man? Another clue. The Lord rained that place with fire and brimstone, man.
That's right.
Lord fucking burned that goddamn place up. Not one soul survived, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord said the same thing that's gonna happen to Babylon the Great is gonna happen here, man. It didn't happen in Iraq, which ancient Babylon was at. It didn't happen over there. They didn't get bombarded by freaking fire and brimstone. It's still around. Matter of fact, it's another puppet state of America. So all of that is talking about here, right here, in the soils of the continent of America.
Not the Vatican.
Not the Vatican, man. Okay? The Vatican got nothing to do with this shit. The Vatican's destiny is to be something else, man.
Yeah.
But this shit, this place, over 3,000 miles of land, riches of oils that it has not been tampered with. There's countless people that have GMOs in them.
Yeah.
This place is about to be burnt up, man. And all you people is gonna be part of it, man.
Yeah. If I say this, man, anybody that don't want America to be destroyed is a damn faggot, man.
That's right.
You are flaming homosexual because the future of America is faggotism, man. Homosexuality, man. You know, if you don't want, cause I can't see why. The only way I can see why an Israelite, a so-called Israelite, would teach that America is not Babylon, either because he's sold out, or he don't want to be destroyed, or he don't want this kingdom to be destroyed, man. You know, just like Lot's wife, man. But this country is filled with sodomy, homosexuality, injustice. You gotta work the rest of your fucking days of your life. What the fuck? That's why, man. That's why 2/3 are going to be destroyed, man. Cause you holding us back.
That's
You
right.
ready to get the fuck out of here, man.
Right.
But you dumb niggas out there talking about America ain't Babylon, America is this, America is that. This store in the scriptures, man. The Most High Yahweh Shemel Shah, kill you niggas, man.
That's
Right. Fucking piece of shit niggas, man.
That's right.
Man.
Here it is. We about to get freedom. We about to get liberty. We about to get the hell out of here. But yeah, you still want to keep this place going. That's why the Lord don't need your permission to do what He's gonna do.
Yeah.
He's gonna make you niggas victims, man.
Yeah.
He gonna say, fuck that shit. I ain't gonna ask you for nothing. I'm gonna destroy this place with you in it, man.
Yeah.
All right? Because if it was up to you niggas out there, we'd have been here for another 100 years, man. But it's not up to you. It's up to Yahweh. Okay? He's the one that's holding it. He's the one that's holding it back. He's just waiting for this place to be just right. The temperatures to be just right, so he can fuck this place up, man. Read on.
It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall
Wait. What's the destiny of America? To never to be inhabited ever again. All right. This same goddamn place, 3,000 miles of land, is not to be inhabited again. You're not gonna know from New York, from LA, from Chicago to New Orleans. All right. You're not gonna know from Michigan to fucking Florida. You're not gonna know none of that shit. Because the Lord's about to make this place desolate, man. Forget the Sahara Desert, the largest desert in the world. No, America is designed to be the new desert of the world, man. Forever. Read on.
It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch state therein, neither shall the shepherds make their foes there.
These goddamn Ishmaelites are not gonna be able to fucking establish any type of business over here. Because this place is gonna be dead. Alright? Nothing is gonna survive here, man. Only thing that's gonna survive here is those demons, man. Those desert creatures, man. Because the Lord wants it to be that way, man. Like I had stated earlier, the Lord's about to make a good fleshly meal dinner for them, man. He's probably starving them right now.
Yeah, appreciate
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 39 and 17. And thou, O son of man, thus saith the Lord, speak unto every feathered fowl and to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come.
Assemble yourselves. So the Lord's telling them to come. I got something for you, man. Hey, the Lord loves his creatures, man. He's showing that right there. Say, I got something for you. So right now, 2017, we have a lot of birds right now probably starving, man. Probably had a good, decent meal. You probably give them little meals to keep them going. But they're gonna have a feast in that thing, man. Read on.
It says, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood.
And eat flesh and drink blood, man. Hey, man, the Heavenly Father the Lord likes, he likes sacrifices of bullocks, goats, okay, lambs. But guess what? Don't put the bullocks and goats and lambs into this. Put men, women, faggots, lesbians, men of high stature. You put that, you incorporate that with that, man. Okay? Because you people is going to be that sacrifice, you're going to be that meal unto them, man.
America's gonna be the altar.
Hey, brother. It's going to be the altar, man. Alright, read on.
Ye shall eat the flesh of the mighty and drink the blood of the princes of
Hey,
the
you got
earth.
niggas, you got fucking crackers that got steroids. Brock Lesnar looking at motherfuckers, man. You got all that muscles for nothing, man. Because guess what? Those desert, eagle's gonna be chopping your damn flesh up, man. Alright? Go ahead.
It says, and of rams, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, and the fatlings, and of them fatlings of Bashan.
Yeah, because all those things that was mentioned, that was acceptable to the Heavenly Father. See, in the ancient world, if you sacrifice something, those are acceptable animals, clean animals that the Lord would say, okay, I accept your offering. But the Lord's not, that's not really talking about actual, those creatures. It's talking about men, women, and children that's out here. Alright, you know?
It says, thus shall ye be filled at my table with horses and chariots.
Horses and chariots. Okay? How can they eat a chariot? Get on?
Yep. And it says, with mighty men and with all men of war, saith the Lord power.
All men of war. So those soldiers that's going there in the Middle East, they don't know what reason for. Guess what? They're bird food, man. Or like I said, raptor food.
Yeah.
Okay? There's more?
Yeah, one more verse. It says, and I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed.
So the judgment that the Lord is talking about is what we started the scriptures with. Revelation the 18th chapter, man. All nations gonna see and cry, and they're gonna do the ancient world style. They're gonna put dust in their head.
Yeah.
How many people you know put dust in their heads when they mourn?
Yeah.
They don't do that no more. But on that day, they're gonna be putting dust in their head. Alright? They're gonna be weeping and hollering like, oh shit. Yo, this gotta be the power of the Almighty. That's when the whole world's gonna know the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
Right.
Without a shadow of a doubt. They're gonna know that, man. They're not gonna say, oh, it's God and Jesus that did it. Because according to them, God and Jesus is gonna save everybody.
Yeah.
Alright? They're not gonna say any other demon that's out there did it. They're gonna know the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because what? We the ones that pushing that name out there, man. And they're gonna remember these videos in the other side of the world, brothers. This word is going viral. Hey, I forgot who I was talking to. A brother said that in Holland there's a death camp.
Yeah, silent.
Oh, yeah, cut that silent camp.
So this word, the Lord's spreading his word out in different type of flavors. So they're gonna know the name, man. There's more? That was it.
That was it.
Go back to Isaiah and we get to the name.
Isaiah 13 and verse 20 says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their folds there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
And sure, it said dance there, right?
Yeah.
You ever seen I like birds. And birds, when they get excited, they actually dance. They move around, they jump around. So they're going to be excited in that day, man. They're going to be praising Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's like, thank you, Lord, for finally giving me a good, decent meal. Radioactive flesh. All right? They're going to be eating. They're going to be enjoying it, man. Okay? Because you know what? They probably never really had no cooked meal. You know? Because they had to eat flesh raw, cold. But it's gonna be heated up for them, man. You know?
It says, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is
That's
near to
Komodo
come.
dragons.
Yep.
And you know, I mean, having flying serpent dragons as well. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know, there's probably different forms of leviathans out there.
Yeah.
But guess what? They're gonna get they rub down too.
Yeah.
You know?
It says, and her time is near to come.
Her time is near. So wait a minute. This is over 3,000-4,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Isaiah is prophesying, saying that her time is near to come.
Yeah. How much more?
Go on.
Yeah. It says, and her days shall not be prolonged.
And her days should not be prolonged. So right now we in the very beginning stage of World War III. Meaning America's out the door, man. No longer are we gonna be suffering this bullshit, man. America's out the door. Because her time is 9, man. Alright?
Hey, help me out real quick too, brother. Remember that documentary you showed me on when they show you about the work classes in America and then
Oh,
the
you're
dude-
when to invade next.
Yeah,
Like
when to
more.
invade next. Now hold on though. Didn't Italy have one of the best work environments
Hell
up there?
6 months vacation, bro.
Italy, man. Italy got like the documentary we was watching, which that should get you mad to show you that America itself is absolutely fucking slavery.
Yeah.
Because every other country outside of the United States, mainly over there in Europe, they get, like the brother just said in the documentary, where to invade next. Italy gets 6 months vacation paid.
6
All
hours
right.
work.
Yeah, they don't gotta work 8 hours like we do, and then overtime. They don't do overtime. They do 6 hours 6 hours work. The educational system is better. The food that they eat is better.
Yeah.
All right, all that shit is better. That's why they always happy. Like in the video, the documentary, they tell you that this is why we're always happy. And then when they was telling you how we get down over here in the United States, we work 40 hours a week minimum. All right, and then we do overtime. We don't get no vacation pay, work, etc. The people couldn't believe that shit. They're like, nah, stop it. You lying. You know? But then again, that's Babylon in America, isn't it, right?
Yeah.
This is fucking hell. We living in hell, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
What you got, brother?
What's your mind? You got something?
Ezekiel chapter 24, verse 14. I, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, have spoken. It shall come to pass, and I will do
Yeah, the
it.
Lord is going to speak about the mouth of the prophets, man. All right? You see? Good.
And it says, I will not go back, neither will I spare.
So the Lord's not going to call back his words, man. He's not going to repent of the evil he's going to do to this place, man. All right? Because when you go back in the ancient times, for a moment of time, he repented of the evil he was going to do to Nineveh. All right? But then ultimately, the Lord carried it out. Because they went back into that wickedness, man. So a lot of times the Lord repented of the evil he was going to do to Israel. All right? Because why? Because they fasted unto the Lord, so on and so forth. But they're not doing that now, so the Lord ain't going to call back his word, man.
And it says, neither will I repent. According to thy ways and according to thy doings shall they be judged, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Yeah. You going into these laws, statutes, and commandments, you have a lot of laws that are unto death, man. And the majority of them you people are breaking, man. You see? You're breaking, and the Most High, he's going to bring that death upon you, man. And it's going to be rightfully so.
This is Psalm 137 and 7. It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem.
Right, the children of Edom, when you so-called white people, you're Edomites. That's what you really are. You're Edomites. Okay?
It says, who said, raise...
Read it again.
It says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem.
Yeah, what does it mean, the day of Jerusalem, man? Meaning when, really that's going back to the time of the Babylonian captivity, when the Babylonians were taking us into captivity. It was the Babylonians or Hamites, man. All right? You see? They were taking us away into captivity. But what happened? You had Edomites that were working hand in hand with them, man. All right? Because why? Because of that old hatred. Okay?
It says, who said, raise it.
In other words, destroy what? Destroy Jerusalem. Destroy the city of peace. Okay? Because that's what Jerusalem means. Okay?
even to the foundation thereof.
Yeah, so in other words, destroy to the point where it doesn't come back into any power, into any strength, man. When you destroy a tree, you uproot, take the roots up out the earth, that tree ain't gonna grow back no more.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted to do.
It says,
They want to kill off all the men. And once you kill off all the men, that nation is pretty much destroyed, man. Because the man carries the lineage. The man carries the seed. Okay?
it says, O daughter of Babylon, who are to be
Well,
destroyed.
you are the daughter of Babylon. You come out of Babylon. All your philosophies go back to Babylon. And that's why America's in a confused state. Okay?
It says, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
Yeah, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou was service. Meaning what? The elect brothers are going to be happy to put hell upon you as you put upon us, man. We're going to break a foot off in your ass in the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right.
All right? For all the wickedness you've done to us on this side and in the past, man. We're going to put some, hellified punishments upon you, man.
It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones
In
against
Salakia, it says, O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. All right? And when it means that, it's talking about nuclear destruction, man. All right? Okay?
It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones.
Right, dashing your little ones against the stones, meaning your children, man. All right? I be seeing some of these devils in the park playing with their kids. They all into their kids and shit. You know, love their kids, buying this, that, and the other just to have their kids all happy. Hey, this, you got your kids, man. You know, shit. You watch shows like Everybody Hates Chris. Motherfuckers have to, you know, do this and that and the other just to get something for so-called holidays or something for their kids, man. You devils can buy your kids whatever the hell they want, man. You know? Time is gonna come, we gonna take your little kids and bash their heads into a wall, man. Bash their little heads into boulders or something like that, man. Take them up on a mountain and smash them up against the mountains, man. You see? And they said we're gonna be happy doing that. So the Lord is gonna put a hellified spirit on us to do that, man. That's a part of prophecy, man.
Another one?
All right.
Jeremiah 16:14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of
It's
Egypt.
a beautiful scripture, man, because it's going into our salvation, man. So it says, no more going to be said that the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. That's talking about Egypt and Africa, man. So-called Africa, all right? Because why? We were delivered by the hand of the Lord through Moses, all right, out of Egypt. But the deliverance that's going to come now is going to outshine that, man. Greatly outshine it, okay?
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the Lord.
And it's only talking about the children of Israel, man. If all nations could be saved, well, then why the hell the other nations ain't up in there when he said that, man? He should have said Israel, Ishmael, the Edomites, all nations, man. Because the Lord ain't talking about that, man. That ain't what the gospel is about. Okay?
Yep. And it says, and from all the lands where I had driven them.
So all Israel is going to be extracted from these other nations, no matter how they look. The angels know the spirit. They can see the spirit, an Israelite spirit, in whatever shell it's in, man. It might look like a straight up goop, man. This guy's an Israelite, man.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be extracted from them other nations and be brought back into the fold. All right? And they're gonna come back into the knowledge and know, wait a minute, man. These nations put hell on our people, man. And we're gonna start putting hell on you. We're gonna commence to kicking ass, man. In the name of the Lord, man.
It says, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers.
Via ships, man. So-called UFO, flying saucers, okay? That's how we gonna get the living, man. Okay? Good.
And it says, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
Yeah, we are fishers, man. Beginning with the apostles and elders, man. We throwing the bait out there. That's what these shows are for. All right? It's the bait of the Lord. And you men out there, you the fishers, man. Some clean, some unclean. Okay? Good.
And after will I send for many hunters.
Yeah, so after fishing season is over, then it's going to be hunting season. So the Lord's going to put the spirit on us to become hunters, man. What does a hunter do? A hunter, he sees the prey, acknowledges the prey, and he puts the prey to death, man. You people are going to get a prey throughout the four corners of the earth, the 2/3, okay? Because we're going to jump over the heathens and Esau to get to our own people, man. You know, it's some niggas you just can't stand, man. You know?
And they shall hunt them from every mountain.
The mountain represents governments, man. All right?
It says,
The mountain represents governments. So all these different governments, man, we're going to hunt you people down and put your asses to death, man.
that's right.
You know? Whether you're over there, because remember, these different nations, man, these different governments around the earth, the French, the Dutch, which is over there in the Netherlands, Belgium, Germans, you know, the Spaniards. When you go back into history, bro, how you think these different Israelite nations speak these different languages? They were colonized by these different nations, man. Okay? Over there in Haiti, the French were over there. Napoleon Bonaparte and his military was over there. In Guyana, they had the Dutch. Okay? Shit, you got over here in America, among the Native Americans, you had the German. Okay? As a matter of fact, how you think America got the red, white, and blue? All right? From the Dutch, the Netherlands. The Netherlands had a part over here in America, man. It's no coincidence. The flag of Haiti. What is it? Red, white, and blue. Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, red, white, and blue.
Cuba.
All right? Cuba, red, white, and blue. Because they were colonized by these heathen nations, man. And that's where their colors go back to, man. All right?
And I had this Jake that I went to school with, and he's from a country, I think it's from South America, but he's the whole country speaks Dutch, and it's a small country.
Yeah, is that Suriname?
Could be
I
Suriname.
forgot the name.
Yeah, it could be Suriname.
Because we only got 3 non-Spanish speaking countries down there.
Exactly. It's Guyana, Suriname, and French Guyana.
Yeah.
All right. So the French were over in French Guyana. I believe the Dutch were in. First of all, the Dutch was in Guyana too.
Yeah, but mainly the British that conquered GT.
Yep.
Okay.
The Dutch machine, right?
This man going to death already.
It says, they shall hunt them from every mountain.
We gonna hunt you down, man. We gonna hunt you down, man. All right. That's the bottom line. We gonna hunt you down. Good.
And from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks.
Yeah. So the smaller governments, man. The hill, the mountain is a greater government, but a hill is a smaller government, man. You know. That's the motherfucker that here it is. The fight is already done. You know, like this dude Smokey from Friday when Debo got his ass kicked. He went afterwards and delivered a shot to him. What was that? Red. That was red.
Yeah,
that was red.
That's my
You know?
number 10.
Yeah. He hit him after the fact when he was down. That's you little smaller governments, man. You know, you put hell on us after Esau, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
That's right.
Those if they want.
Exactly. So we gonna get a chance to put hell on you. All right?
Yeah, it says, for mine eyes are upon all their
And it
ways.
says out of the holes of the rocks. That's talking about these different churches, man. All right, these different churches and so-called sanctuaries. Whether you run up into the building of Scientology, or you go into the Roman Catholic Church, wherever you at, man. You go into the mosque, wherever you at. You gonna uproot your ass up out of there, man. Okay.
It says, for mine eyes are upon all their ways.
Yeah, because the Lord got His angels going throughout and throughout the earth, man. Good.
They are not hid from my face.
They ain't hid from the Lord's face, man. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
That's right.
All right, and we're doing good. Then it say woe unto you. They call evil good and good evil, man. And the word woe means destruction. So what the fuck you think is gonna happen to you?
Yeah.
Good.
It says, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes.
That's it. That was pretty much it on that, man. But
You got more scriptures you want to bring up?
nah, brother, that was pretty much it.
Close it up then.
So with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders and great millstone. To you brothers out there, shalom.
Shalom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was right.
No, brother.